It's your girl, Sharí Nycole here. I am very, very excited. We've been waiting for this sit down for quite some time. I get to spend some time with the two-time NFL MVP, Heisman Trophy winner, QB for the Baltimore Ravens. He's also an author. He's an advocate. He's a man of service. He's Lamar Jackson. And it's an honor and a pleasure to sit here with you today.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you for having me.
Of course. So I appreciate this chain. This chain is off the chain.
Okay.
And I want to just talk about your fashion sense. Can you describe your fashion style?
It's just me. I like to be comfortable. Like even like if I have to handle business, I try to be comfortable as possible, because when you're comfortable, you can be yourself.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be something you're not, I feel like you're faking it, and it's hard for me to fake it. I can't be that person.
You give me real.
I appreciate it. I try.
Who are some of your fashion inspirations?
I would say like the 90s. Like the 90s, I get my style from pretty much my family and the older guys who I grew up around, really.
Yeah. If people look at your fashion style, what do you want them to say? What would you like them to think about?
He just being him. I'd rather someone be them instead of, trying to be like their idol, because you're not really being your true self. You're not really showing your true talent, really. You trying to be like this guy, but it's like you don't know what this guy's been through. You don't know the real him. The cameras are rolling, so he got to be this way. You don't got to be that way. No one knows you, so just be yourself.
I love that. Speaking of being yourself, I want to talk about mental health a little bit.
Okay.
And in that vein, how difficult or easy has it been for you to be yourself?
To me, it's been smooth. To probably outsiders, it's like, man, I wonder how he's feeling. But like I said, I'm true to myself at the end of the day. With everything I'm doing, I'm not necessarily gonna bite my tongue. I'm gonna speak what's truth and what's true to me. And people like fake it till you make it. It's like, nah, I'm not faking it till I make it. Cause now when I make it, I gotta keep faking it.
Yeah.
And some people can't hold themselves to that, cause a lot of people harm themselves, a lot of suicidal thoughts, all type of stuff go popping in people's head, but not me, because I keep God first.
Before the camera started rolling, I was talking about just the QB position, how cerebral you have to be. You have to think about obviously keeping yourself safe, but also making sure that your teammates are doing what they need to do. And the leadership component to this also extends off the field. So with all of that in mind, how do you stay focused, whether it be on the field and or off of it?
I feel like my teammates love me because I'm always just doing what I do. Like I don't go out to clubs and stuff like that. Like if I'm out, it's rarely. Like it's because my teammates or someone like, oh bro, come on bro, you got to. Like they begging me. I'm like, man. And then it's like when I go out, it's like I'm disappointed. It's like, bro, this is why I don't go out. Like
what's disappointing about when you go out? What are some things that'll disappoint you?
It's like I've seen it before. Like it's like I'm in the environment and it's like, I don't know, it's like a movie. It's like everyone moving slow motion. And I'm just in there alone for real. Even though I'm with people, it's like, bro, I shouldn't even be in here. I should have been home still, like laying down, like I'm at my best at home,
Me too, Lamar.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one. I can be such a couch potato. Like I work hard all day and I run to my couch.
Right.
And sometimes I feel guilty about it, but you have released the guilt today.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
No doubt. Don't be guilty.
So since you're not really in the clubs, what does self-care look like for you? Do you get massages? Do you find time to meditate? Like what's your self-care routine?
Man,
like?
I need to start getting massages. I need to start.
You don't get massages as a
rarely.
Really?
Rarely. I need to start though, but self-care, what do I do for myself? I really don't do stuff for myself as much.
Who's filling your cup, Lamar? Or outside of football, obviously, we know that fills your cup as well in your faith. But I mean, living a sacrificial life at times and being somebody who is of service, how do you replenish, Because you don't get the massages and you're kind of making sure everybody else is good.
Yeah.
Like, what does that replenishing look like for you? Or what would you like it to look like, I should say?
I've been getting closer to God, so I think about stuff in the Bible. It's like, dang, we got to move this way. Like certain things, like, okay, like I said, I don't bite my tongue, but like with God, that's the only time I'm biting my tongue. Like, okay, that ain't gonna be right if I do this right here. So I gotta fall back and just let stuff play out.
Yeah.
Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be a human being and it might just, mouth out, but it'd be like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. Now I gotta go back and apologize and stuff like that, But I'm genuine with it. It's not like I'm being fake about it. I'm genuine. I'm a genuine person. I like genuine people around me because like if they act this way around me and then go somewhere else and they're a totally different person, I really don't. I can't be around that person because now you're faking it.
Yeah. Speaking of faking it, social media, sometimes that happens
Oh,
all the time.
man.
And being someone who is in the spotlight, who is as accomplished as you are, who's simply in a zone where you're like, I'm just being me.
Yeah.
How do you gauge when to share and what to share?
Well, if I'm in a playful mood, I'd be on Twitter just going at it, like just people might, oh, he's what they say, they what's the word I'm trying to look for? What they be saying I be doing? Not trolling. Not
Yeah,
trolling.
you don't give me a troll tease. You
Like,
don't give me a
but
troll tease.
I would troll. Like if they trying to troll me, I'm gonna troll back.
You gonna troll them back?
Yeah, I'm gonna troll back. But I be laughing like I'm not mad at all. Like people like, man, he's probably mad. It made you mad. It's like, nah, you made me mad. But I'm just gonna DM you and just talk about it, though. Like, cause I know how people would take it. Like people like to change stuff. If you post something, they'll put their own perspective on it and spin it. It's like, bro, that is not what I said. Now you putting words in my mouth. Now you lying on me, bro. I did not say that, bro. Oh, that's just how I felt. That's how you took it. That's how you received the message. But that's not what I said at all.
Yeah. Speaking of not switching out, I mean, the Baltimore fan base and community is just embraced you.
Yeah.
And for you, how critical is it for you? How does it feel for you to be a part and in the fabric of that city? What has it meant for you?
It means a lot. Just knowing what the city has been through. Like something just happened. Like the bridge just collapsed.
Yep.
You know. And a lot of politician things go on with the city. You know, a lot of like murders and stuff happen in the city. I'm from Florida. You know, Florida is, I wouldn't say it's the same as Baltimore, but we similar, you know, because the same things happen there, it happens in Florida. We just bigger, you know, and we got more football teams. Baltimore, all they has is the Ravens. They don't have a basketball team to go to, piggyback off of. So the players is all they really got, you know, to look for. And I want to get involved in the community more, but it's like every time I'm trying to do something for the community, it's, well, we need you to do this. And now it's like, bro, so y'all really don't care about the people for real. Like, I care about the people, but the people don't know that because of the blockage what's be going on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that care that you have because there's some incredible things that you're doing on the literature side with children's books, which I think is just so cool.
I appreciate it.
The book you have now, I Dream, You Dream, Let Us Dream.
Yeah.
For you, how cool has it been and cathartic has it been for you to do children's literature?
Oh, it's been great, you know, because I remember reading the Tiki Barber and Rene Barber book when I was in elementary school. And I'm like, man, I'm going to go to the NFL. I want to write me a book. I want the kids, you know, to dream, basically, you know, and I dream, you dream, we dream. Like, it came upon, like, everyone don't got to go to the NFL. You know, everyone don't have to be a musician because we need plumbers in the world. You know, we need teachers. Yes, we need the garbage man to come pick up our trash. Yeah. All of this play a part. You know, we need therapists. We need guidance counselors. All of these people play a part in our lives. You know, when we're growing up, people don't have that. People look at it like, man, I'm trying to be rich. God ain't put all us here to be rich, bro. You know, some people got to work. Yeah. You play your part. We need these guys to build these buildings for us. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be a damn astronaut, bro. You can be anything you want to be, because all of this is going to play a part on building yourself and building someone else up. Because when you build someone else up, that's how you get your blessings, really. Yeah. That's how I feel. Yeah.
Who was somebody, if you can recall, that gave you permission or exemplified dreaming to you? And I ask because some people are naturally inclined to just, they're whimsical, they're dreamers, they're going to go for it. And some people kind of need a boost. Some people need to kind of see or hear from someone that models that before them. For you, when did you first really attach yourself to dreaming, or was there somebody in your life that showed you that, yo, you can dream and then you can accomplish your dreams as well?
Just the environment I'm seeing, you know, I'm seeing like my friends who I was growing up with, who I was playing football with, I'm seeing them like just throw their life away for like fast money and stuff like that. And they used to tell me, oh, you talk too much, because I used to always speak about football and positivity stuff, and it's like, they didn't want to hear that. You know, but now it's like they'll rather hear it now because I'm Lamar Jackson. But it's like, man, I'm far gone from like how we was when we were growing up. I've been speaking about it. Everybody, y'all just wasn't listening. Some of them was older than me, like couple months, couple years older than me. But it was like I was already seeing what was going on, and like now it's like too late for them. It's like, dang, I wish we can go back in time and y'all can see like what I was seeing, you know, because I always looked at life like I counted years. Like, man. When I'm like, how many years do it take to get to the league? Like, they like, you do 3 years in college. I said, I'm doing 3 years. Like, I'm not doing nothing else. Like, I'm not doing 4 years. I'm not trying to go 5th year. I'm doing 3 years because I'm gonna make sure my family good. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to come back and help much as I could. But even when you try to go back and help where you from sometimes, it's like people don't really want that. You know, people's all for themselves. But it's like, man, the kids be the future, really. Yeah. Because when you look up the murders and stuff, it'd be like the young guys going to prison and stuff. Them be the ones committing it. And it's like the ones before us led us wrong. you know, because they wasn't really speaking on, like, no, don't do that. Because, like, it was like, when I was growing up, it was older people like, man, don't do that, this and that. They know my mom, they know my dad, like, but you better not do that. So it's like, oh, like, get your head on right. But now it's like, they want to see the kids downfall. They want to see them like, oh, I knew he wasn't going to be nothing. Like, what type of junk is that? Like, what? Like, what you mean you knew he wasn't going to be nothing? Like, you was praying on him not to be anything, you know? But that ain't ever been me. Yeah. Like, people don't really know me. Like, people don't really talk to me, so they don't know how my brain operate, you know? But I want to see everyone win at the end of the day, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With your storytelling, you know, how do you hope you can positively impact and influence this next generation? Open their eyes to things that, like you mentioned earlier, they may not be getting from their family members or neighbors or community.
If you coming from a place like where I come from, don't try to be like the guys around you. Like, don't look up to the stuff that look like it's fun, because sometimes it gets you in trouble. You know, it'd be like this sacrificing, like, man, I can't have fun right now. You know, I gotta get my family right. I can't do this right now. I can't mess up. Forget the fast money. I gotta think about longevity. Think about fast money. You can get locked up and do 5 years for $1,000. That money gone. It's gone. It's like, man, I just did that for $1,000, and I could have waited 5 years. I would have had $10 million.
You're right.
You know, so that's how I really like. That's why I'm where I'm at right now, because that's how I used to think about. I'm like, man, forget that. Like, much as like, man, my mom working, she busting her behind, like she going to work, she going to her job. And it's just me, my brother, and my 2 sisters at home, you know. But I'm the oldest, so I gotta make sure everyone right. She done cooked and stuff like that, and it's like, man, I can't wait, like, but I gotta wait. You know, that's the sacrifice. I gotta be patient. You know, the years rolling. That's the sacrifice right there. But people don't look at it like that. It's like, man, I need that money right now. But it's like, bro, you don't need that money right now. You don't. Like, just wait, you know?
So for you, you know, before I move on from this, what does being an author give you that football does not?
I wouldn't say influence, but just pretty much like just giving the real, like, I have a creative mind. Like, I can be an author and stuff like that, because people really don't see that side of me.
Well, I'm glad I got to see it, because I was like, come on, Lamar, chill. I mean, because a lot of people do, you know, they'll do a autobiography and these type of things, but I mean, it just shows where your heart is. And so I think we see a piece of your heart when we dive into your literature on the children's side. So thank you for sharing a piece of your heart with us. I think that's dope.
No doubt.
I think that's dope. So we've talked a lot about your faith, and so I want to make sure that, you know, we really sit on this point. And you talked a little bit about your spiritual journey, just slightly, a little earlier. For you, what's one of the biggest lessons that you've learned, you know, on your spiritual journey that you're really excited about, or that's been anchoring you as a person and or a football player?
Just patience. Yeah, like, patience is the key. You know, sometimes we just want, and we want it now. But it's like, the real wasn't even built the same day. God took his time with the real. You know, he took his time with people. He took his time with animals and stuff like that. So why we see the material things that go on in the real, like, oh, I want that Rolls Royce. It's like, bro, be patient. Or they might see your Rolls Royce bust your windows because they think you got some in that car. So just be patient with everything you do. And that's pretty much what I've been learning, like, on my spiritual journey, for real, just patience.
I love that.
Yeah.
Faith, family, and loyalty. For you, in light of, you know, this incredible journey that you've been on in your life, what does loyalty look like for you? How do you define that?
Loyalty, like, man, I can be able to trust you no matter what, you know, with my back turned. Like, you can go around these people, like, we might have our own conversation or whatever, you know, you go around people and you're going to still have that same respect for me like I'm right in front of you. You're not finna go around and just talk crazy about me, or, you know, just try to down what I got going on. Like, that's loyalty, because me, I'm going to be loyal to the bone until you show me otherwise. And I was like, I can't trust you now. Loyalty is really trust. Loyalty built on trust. Like, if I can trust you, you're going to have the utmost loyalty. Yeah.
What have been the keys for you in trusting yourself?
Just being disciplined. Yeah, like, me trusting myself, gotta have discipline, because it's a lot of things in the world, you know, with me being who I am, that it's like, oh man, I can do this, but it's like, nah, bro, you can't do that. You can't do what everybody else do. And that's pretty much been it, just discipline.
Yeah, I love that. I want to talk about your Forever Dreamers Foundation.
Okay.
You're doing some incredible work, obviously.
I appreciate it.
For you, how gratifying is it for you to have this level of impact on the lives of young people, in this generation in particular?
Oh man, very, because I feel like our generation it's a lot of young parents for real in our generation. You know, a lot of people who I went to school with, they had kids like young, you know, when we were still in school, and you know, just going through the process, we really didn't live out our kid and teenage lives, you know, because people had to be grown all of a sudden, you know, and then like with the kids growing up, they need someone who they can relate to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it the right way, you know. How can I make enough money where I can do things I want to do the right way, and I don't have to worry about nobody, you know, or trying to arrest me or anything or harass me about it, you know. So I wanted to, you know, I'm an NFL player, so now kids can be like, oh, I can make it out of Pompano Beach. I can make it out of, you know, wherever, you know, out of a low poverty, like whatever, you know, however they gonna say it, however they gonna word it, you know, because it's really the same thing at the end of the day. But however they word it is like, man, I can do that. Lamar did it. Yeah. You know, he grew up, his father passed away, like, you know, his mom raised him on her own, you know. He had siblings and they still made it. Look how he is right now, you know. I want kids to be able to look at it like that and be like, man, I can make it too. I don't got to play football. I can be anything, you know. I can be a doctor, because I'm not saying people want to be doctors and lawyers no more, you know. I'm saying just rappers. Like, I'm just football players, but who gonna heal us? Like, you know, like, what's going on? Like, the lawyers, like, who gonna protect us? Like people not trying to do that no more. They just want the glitz and glam. It's like, bro, do you know what come behind that though? Would you be able to take what come behind that? Because there's gonna be so many opinions and stuff reflecting on your life. You probably can't handle it. Now you think you're having suicidal thoughts now. So it's like, you gotta be careful what you ask for at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun listening to you talk, because, and it makes so much sense why you're a quarterback. You think 2-3 steps ahead of scenarios. Every time you brought up a different scenario, your perspective is yards beyond just that scenario itself.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which is so cool to me. Are there some things that you guys are doing right now with your foundation that you're really excited about, or things that are coming up that you really want to make sure people are tapped into?
I got too many things.
I saw the stuff. I saw a lot of stuff on the social media and all these things, but I want to let you have the floor.
It's so much. I got things coming up like I'm not gonna talk about.
Okay,
you know, but
fair enough.
You know, the nonprofit organization, I'm gonna go to that. Forever Dream, nonprofit organization. I wanted to start. I told my mom I wanted to start like ever since I was, before I even got to the league. Man, I want to be able to give back to my community and have them kids not going out, let them know like, you don't gotta sell no drugs, bro. Like, I got y'all. Like, if I can help, I'm gonna help. Like, you know, cleats, whatever. Like, join the 7-on-7 team, because college is looking at guys on 7-on-7 teams and stuff like that. Let's just start something. I don't want the kids to pay for nothing. Like, I'm gonna fund it myself, and we're gonna be good. People who run parks and stuff, they don't believe like I'm just funding it without people having to pay me for it. It's like, bro, I did this for the kids. I know how I feel when a parent can't do for their kids, bro. Like, I seen it with my own eyes. Like, I was in those kids' shoes, you know? So it's like, let me take care of it. I'm gonna take care of it and let the kids have fun. Let's have a fun day. I want the kids to come out and have fun with me. I'm gonna try to have some of my football friends and stuff come out and let the kids just see them, because that's what I remember. David and Henry Crockett, they used to have a foundation, and they used to do it at Blanche Ely High School. And they used to have, like, they had Randy Moss come out one time, and I was amazed at that. I was a kid. I'm like, dang, they had Randy Moss. I'm hyped. I'm like, oh yeah, when I get older, I'm gonna do the same thing, just so the kids can enjoy that. Because I know if I remember that, I know a lot of kids don't remember that. You know, absolutely. When I'm old and long and gone, and like, man, Lamar had this right here going on, you know, for free. We didn't have to pay for anything. And that's pretty much why I do the things I do.
I love that. Yeah. What is one thing that you're doing through your foundation that you wish you had as a young person?
You know, just having someone I can relate to where I'm from, but who's on a whole nother level from me, to come back and just be an influence on us, like a positive influence, not no one who's around here showing negativity in the world. Because there's a lot of negativity in the world, you know. They love to promote the negativity.
Yes.
They try to hide the positivity, the right things to do, you know, and I'm not too really fond of that. Because I'm like, bro, there's a lot of great people in the world, bro, who y'all be hiding. Yeah. And it's like, I'm not trying to shine the light on no negativity. Like, even like the music I post, it's like, it's not trying to shine the negativity. It's like, I listen to the music, but it's like, I'm not doing the stuff they're doing. Like, I'm not following them. The music is not moving me to do nothing they rapping about. I just like the sound. I just like the instrument. Like, I just like the beat of the song, you know? I'm not following, I'm going to kill. Like, no, bro. Yeah. Thou shalt not kill, you know? Like, I can protect, but thou shalt not kill. I'm not looking to go out here and harm nobody, you know? Yeah. So when they influencing that stuff, that's why like sometimes like I be getting mad at myself, like, why did I post that song? Like now they thinking I'm just like trying to promote some violence.
Right,
like,
right.
no, it's
You're
not that. I just like the sound, you know?
Yeah.
And the world need more positivity, you
Yeah.
know? So that's why sometimes like if I find something that's smooth, I try to push that out there more, you know, but the world don't like to hear the good stuff. They like to hear the little ratchet.
They like the drama, the trauma,
Yeah,
the
but it's
brokenness.
like, bro, but that's what conflicts the world more though. That gives more problems because people go to feeling that way, and then it might not change your mind right then, but like if you keep listening to it repetitive, like it's gonna sneak in. It's gonna sneak in the brain cells, and now you go to feeling that way.
Yeah. You mentioned shining a light. I want to move to Black women in sports.
Yeah.
I'm a basketball girl. We talked about it a little bit earlier,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm super excited about what's going on right now, leading into WNBA season.
It's going dumb right now.
For you, what sport on the women's side are you really excited about, or are you enjoying soaking it all in on your end?
Basketball, WNBA for one. Like I'm enjoying. I really wasn't like too fond of basketball, like women basketball, cause I'm like, man, they not dunking and stuff. But now I'm saying like now women dunking, like.
Yeah.
And like they got handles, like women going crazy. Like don't get me wrong, it was a girl. It's a girl from where I'm from named Destiny. Like she was good in basketball. Like she was good in basketball, and I was a football player, but she can play football too. Mm-hmm. And I used to watch them like, dang, she good at basketball. So I try to play, but I couldn't shoot. Like
you don't have a
back
check?
then.
Can you shoot now?
I can shoot now.
You got jumper right now.
Yeah, I can shoot now.
Have to test
but back
you
then, that wasn't my thing. So I'm watching. I'm like, dang, I was amazed back then, like from just watching them play and stuff like that. But now, like on a high level, I'm seeing Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? I'm Angel Reese. I'm seeing all the Caitlin. I'm seeing all these girls like just go crazy now. It's like, man, it's inspiring. Like, other girls can grow up and play basketball, you know?
Yeah.
They don't got to be doing hair and stuff. They can play basketball, play some sports. And then I was just in Germany, like last week. I'm watching soccer. I'm seeing these great women in soccer. It's like, dang, bro, women are stepping, like the sports for the women is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like, I'm inspired by it.
We co-signed by the one and only Lamar Jackson, y'all.
Yeah, no
wink,
doubt.
wink.
No doubt.
There's been conversations around just recently, like the marketability of Black female athletes and things of that nature. As we kind of think about that, you know, what are some ways, or is there a way that you think the sports industry can better support Black female athletes?
Just giving them a chance.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just because she's a woman, that don't mean just downplay a woman. Like, we need our women. Our women is our rib. Like, women in the rib make the world a better place. That's just how I view it. I love women. Like, I love our women. Not like on no crazy, but I just love women. I respect women, you know, because I feel like sometimes like people overshadow them and overshadow their opinions because women are very smart, you know, very intelligent and soft-spoken sometimes. But I feel like that's when the negativity, when I talk about the negativity, I feel like sometimes the music and stuff like they listen to might just corrupt them because it's like, that's what the guys like. But it's like, nah, we miss the soft women. Like, we don't like the thug women. Like, we miss the soft-spoken, the intelligent women. Because, like, don't get me wrong, women are very, very, very smart, bro. And y'all be advanced in us, like, early on. Like, y'all be knowing what's going on way pre, like, you know, when we still being little boys, y'all be already knowing what's going on, you know? So it's like, we just need to give women a chance at things, you know? But women are tough, though.
Yep.
Y'all tougher than us.
Can do anything.
Y'all tougher than us. And men, I feel like some men, like, they scared of that. I'm not scared of that, but women, y'all go through way more than we do. Y'all have babies, y'all gotta push out babies. We don't have to push out no babies, you know? So, stuff like that, man. That's why I say we need to respect women under their opinions, man, more.
Yeah. Best piece of advice you got from a Black woman. What was it and who was it?
My mom.
Your mom.
My mom, she advised me. She gave me great advice. I can't even pinpoint like one thing that stuck with me, like, cause it's so many things that go through my mind, like of what she said, of how the world is, like when I was a kid and I really didn't understand, but I see it now. It's like, dang, I should have listened. Like, I was listening, but I wasn't listening at the same time. So like her, she definitely taught me a lot. She definitely taught me a lot, and I think that's why some people be scared, cause like I already knew what was going on before it even happened.
Let's talk about global impact a little bit. You talked about your trip to Germany. I know there was a flag football camp as well.
Yeah.
And you was lighting people up on the field. I don't even know if you were supposed to be doing that.
I was just having fun with the kids. That's all.
What are your thoughts on, you know, bringing U.S. football in line with global sports? Because obviously, we talked about basketball.
Right.
I think that's a more global, situation when we think about that sport. But, football here in the United States, they call it football. Over there is soccer.
Soccer,
so,
yeah.
how cool is it for you to be able to share the sport of football beyond just the United States?
Oh, man, it's great to see, because I seen, like even my early years in the league, I seen guys in Africa playing football. And I'm like, I was posting it on social media, on Instagram and stuff. I'm like, bro, they in Africa playing football now? Like, they really seeing us play football and stuff. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. And then I go to Germany like this past week, and people are hyped. Like, people know who I am. I'm like, dang, bro, I would never think in a million years people would be knowing who I am. Yeah. Because I remember growing up, they had like some other league, the Brazilian Football League, but it kind of went away. But just for the sport to go international, global, it's like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, they really get to see what really goes on besides the, obviously, football, the soccer football, but the physicality we go through, they get to see interceptions, they get to see touchdowns, they get to see the celebrations, and not just using your feet. You know, using your hands, you got to hit people. Like I said, the physicality, like stuff like that is great to see, the inspiration in the world. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Besides playing, what's some of your favorite memories that you had in that trip to Germany?
Introducing me to handball. One of the handball players, Yuri, he's a great handball player. That was my, you got to throw, it's kind of like, I want to say it's like soccer and lacrosse a little bit, because, and it's kind of like basketball. You got to get like one dribble, 3 steps. You got to make the ball in the net. It's a goalie. It was dope. Like, it was a dope experience.
So you played?
I attempted.
How did you do?
I think I did all right. I lost to a GOAT. Yuri's a GOAT. I lost to him, but
that's fair.
I felt like it was good. He taught me how to spin the ball because the ball, like how they play, they make the ball sticky. Yeah. And then you got to spin the ball a certain way to get a curve to make the ball go in. It was crazy. It was a dope experience for me. And then meeting Alfonso, one of the soccer players. He's from Canada, a young guy, 23 years old. And he's one of the best soccer players in the world. Wow. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
It's always fun to me to talk to athletes who are totally open to participating in other sports.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. And, I do want to talk about, just for you, we talked about leadership a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I kind of want to go back to that for just a moment. You have to think ahead. Yeah. Talked about that. Mm-hmm. You're obviously have a lot of other things going on off the field. Right. When on the field is on the field. Mm-hmm. So for you, what's like from a leadership standpoint, like what's your anchor? What's your focus? What's been working for you?
Pretty much lead by example. That's how I've always been. They really want me to be more of a vocal leader, but I'm like, in the locker room, I can inspire. I believe I can speak more in the locker room, but like once the camera's on and they want me to be rowdy, that's not me. I'm not really the one going, oh, let's go. I can't be that person. Like, I was always one in the back, like, getting hyped with the team. Like, ever since I was in youth football, like, that's how I always been. So now, it's the same way. So when I get on the field, it's like, you better be on the same time and I'm on, though. Like, yeah. And, like, if I see you messing up, I'm coming to say something to you. If I mess up, you don't even got to say nothing to me, because I'm going to say it to myself, like, what the man, like, I'm getting mad at myself. Like, I got to tighten up. I can't be on them if I'm messing up, you know? Yeah. That's pretty much how I be. I lead by example.
What say you to the people who may be critical of the Lamar that, obviously we're having a great conversation. I don't know anything about the cameras and Lamar not talking. That has not been my experience while we've been sitting here. But what do you say to the people that may say he does need to speak up? We need to see him more. He needs to be out more. What say you to those people?
I mean, that's what they looking for, but that's just not me. I got to be me at the end of the day. I can't be who you want me to be, because then I won't be Lamar. Yeah. I'm being the person you want me to be. You might not even like him now. You might not even like that person you want him to be, because you want him to be like however you got in your mind, like, I want Lamar to be like this. Why? Like, why? I don't want you to be like nobody else. I want you to be like you. That's all.
When we talk about engaging, going back to the community a little bit, because you're very entrenched in your community, how do you think professional athletes can best use their platforms to provide that positive impact in their communities?
I don't really know how people's schedules go, but like, I won't say much as they could, because people like downtown, we be working our tail off, trying to win games and working hard and stuff like that. So, but like when you do have downtime, just go back, chime in, and see what's going on. You know, because
yeah.
I feel like sometimes it make people's day when they're able to see us and see where we come from and see how we are right now. Some people, don't get me wrong, some people hate it, you know, because some people can't take like, oh, how he able to be this person? Like, why wasn't me? Like, you wasn't grinding for real. You know, you was just talking about it. This person was being about it, you know, even when that person didn't play football. Because one year I didn't play football, you know, 10th grade, because I was being a kid, you know, in 9th grade. You know, they say 9th grade is your most important years in high school. And I was being a kid, so now my grades bad. It wasn't like I was dumb or anything, cause I was getting A's and B's. I'm 3.0, you know, I got A, B on the roll and stuff like that. But 9th grade, I messed around and played. So 10th grade, I can't play. Core GPA bad, you know. It was 2.0 at first. I tried to transfer it, 1.5. I'm like, oh no, they did this on purpose. Now I can't play football. Now I gotta rip my tail out, get my grades back up. I get my grades up, now I can play. You know, I'm acting like, dang, I don't want to go to a JUCO. Right. I know that's harder. You know, that's a harder life. And shout out to the guys who do go to JUCO and end up making it and grinding, because that's a different lifestyle from Division I. You know, Division I is like cake compared to JUCO.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And I've seen people struggle from that. So it's like, man, I don't want to go to JUCO, because I'm already knowing how my mindset is. Like, bro, that's gonna be a whole nother world right there. Yeah. So I got to get my grades up. I'm asking, like, man, what I can do to get my grades right, you know? I'm just letting people know, like, it wasn't all peaches and cream for me either. You know, y'all looking at me being Lamar Jackson, but I had to grind. I had to use my mind, you know? It's not just talent. You got to use your mind to be in the NFL, you know? So got my grades right, ended up getting offers and stuff like that. Went viral off a little high school play my senior season. Went to Louisville. God bless me to go to Louisville. I'm in the league now, you know? But just how I just told that story, it was still bumps on the road, you know? It wasn't just a smooth sailing ride, but God gonna always, like, God way is gonna always be like love.
Absolutely.
But your way, if you try to go smooth sailing, you might not like the end result, you know?
That's true. Yeah. Your advice to young and aspiring football players, taking all of what you just said into account, what would you say to them?
Man, keep God first, that's number one. You know, you gotta have him front center, whatever you're doing, every decision you make. So if you're trying to do it on your own, bro, you might crash. I'm telling you that now. Like, you might just crash. You might get overwhelmed with the world, you know, and just patience. Have patience, man, because your time gonna come. Yeah.
Last question as I allow you to leave this incredible conversation we've had.
All right.
Keeping in mind all we've talked about, you as a leader, on and off the field, involved in your community, an author, 2-time MVP, all these great accomplishments. Yeah. For you, in light of what you've done and what you want to do, what would you say you want your legacy to be as a man and as a football player?
How do I want to define my legacy? You're just one of a kind. One of a kind. Yeah.
I like that. Lamar, you are one of a kind. Thank you for this exchange. I have enjoyed talking to you.
Likewise.
Thank you for your openness to share.
No doubt.
You are, as I was sitting here talking to you and listening to you, the one word that kept coming to my mind was chosen.
I appreciate it.
And you are. So I wish you all the best, and thank you for hanging out with me for Essence Black Women in Sports.
I appreciate y'all. Good, we good, fam.